Hello kabayan, I'm Ruthie and welcome to Ruthlicious Yoga. Today, I'm going to teach you one of the foundational poses in yoga. Pero bago ko gawin yan, gusto ko lang ipaliwanag sa inyo na not because it's one of the foundational poses in yoga, it doesn't mean na para sa yoga lang to. Or it is exclusive for yoga. Kasi ang ituturo ko sa inyo ay plank. So, hindi lang ho yoga ang gumagawa ng plank. Yung ibang workouts din po ay gumagamit ng plank, lalo na ang isa sa mga benefits nito ay palakasin ang ating braso. But there are other benefits for the plank. To strengthen our arms, our legs, our core, our shoulders, our back. So, whole body po. So, kung kayo po ay talagang busy sa work at you don't have time to work out, maybe you can do 1 or 2 minutes of plank and solve na kayo kasi buong katawan po talaga ang na-activate nitong workout na ito. Kung kayo po ay ready na for the plank, let's start po sa pinaka-modified pose, yung pinakamabilis, lalo na para sa mga beginners. I will teach you the alignment, the correct alignment, and positioning ng mga body parts para po you can work out safely and effectively. So, let's start with our knees. So, bring your knees to the mat, and your knees are hip distance apart. Now, with our arms, we're going to have our arms shoulders distance apart. So, you grab both your elbows like this. So, ito po yung shoulders distance apart. And then, you bring your elbows down to the mat because we're going to start with our forearms. So, bring your forearms parallel to each other, palms facing down, and your fingers are spread wide, okay? Now, maybe you can bring your knees a little farther away from you. Alright? The proper alignment for the arms supposed to be your shoulders is over your elbow. So it's not past your elbow or before your elbows. So it's supposed to be a one straight line from your shoulders to your elbows. And then, you relax your shoulders and your ears away from your elbows. So, hindi po tayo nakaganyan. We're not leaning like this. So, you push your chest away from the mat and your forearms are strong and straight on the mat while your biceps or this arm are strong, supporting your upper body. Okay? And then, you have your toes flat on the mat and you pull your belly in and create that long straight line from your crown of your head all the way to your tailbone. When you do this, all parts of your body activated. Your arms, your shoulders, your back, your pelvis, your core, and your quads, your whole legs. So from here, you hold the pose for a few seconds. Mag-start ka ng few seconds, maybe 10. And then, don't forget to breathe. So this is our first variation. This is the beginner's pose. And release. Alright? So, you have your knees down. Yun ang pinaka-modified na pose on your forearm. Now, let's see how it looks like when we're going to lift our knees off the mat. So, we still have our forearms on the mat and our shoulders over our elbows. Our arms are strong. And our fingertips are spread wide, palms pressing down to the mat. And then you extend your legs out So your toes pressing down to the mat, your heels is drawing towards the end of your mat. And you pull your belly in, your shoulders away from your ears. And you breathe here. So this is a forearm plank. And don't forget to breathe. Your pelvis is neutral. Sometimes you will feel shaking. And breathe. And bring your knees back to the mat. Alright. That's what we call the forearm plank. Now let's do the modified high plank. So you stay on your knees, the same thing, but this time we have our arms straight. Our hands are shoulders distance apart. Your shoulders over your wrist, and you're strong, and your ears away from your shoulders, and you're not collapsing on this pose. So you are pressing the mat away from you. Your knees hip distance apart and your toes flat on the mat. So this is the modified high plank, and you pull your belly in, shoulders relax, arms strong, legs, your quads strong, pulling your belly in. You create a long line from the crown of your head all the way to your tailbone. Straight line. So your back straight and lengthening. And keep your belly pulled in and up. And breathe here. And relax. So bring your hips down to your heels. Are you ready for the high plank? Alright. So your hands, shoulders distance apart. Fingers spread wide. Shoulders over your wrist. Tuck your toes under and lift your knees up. Then from here, pull your belly in and create that space from the crown of your head all the way to your tailbone. Make sure your pelvis is neutral, not low or high. So it has to be neutral to create that long line from the crown of your head to your tailbone. And to keep your belly button pulled in and up. Stay strong on your arms, on your legs, and breathe. Inhale, exhale, and bring your knees down to the mat. And bring your hips all the way down to your heels. Breathe here, inhale, exhale, and come up. So these 4 variation of plank that I taught you can be used when you're doing push-ups and different variation of planks. That's why it's called foundational pose. So, I hope you learned something from my tutorial, and I will come up with more foundational poses for yoga that you can also use from different workouts that you are interested in. And I hope that by doing this, slowly incorporating this to your routine or whatever fitness journey you are in, it will ease you into doing yoga. I hope you like this video or subscribe if you have not yet done that, and leave a comment. Thank you very much. This is Ruthie, and bye.